Hello, hello, my friend. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good to hear. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, what you do, including your role related to this podcast?
I'm Gergo, the son of the host, and I produce this podcast. And I'm a student. I'm 14, and I'm a student in year nine. Um,
That's exciting.
yeah.
So, what are your plans for the school holidays apart from talking about money, then producing this episode?
Well, nothing really. Maybe I'm gonna go out with my friends in a few days or so, but mainly I'm just staying at home, playing the guitar, studying a bit, and going out for bike rides sometimes.
Oh, that sounds good. So it's kind of like a chill out holiday for you,
Yeah.
not
Yes.
very busy, which is good. Okay, so we are going to talk about money today. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Excellent. Let's start with my first question. What do you think money is? Do you think it's a tool? And also, does money make you feel a certain way?
Well, I think yes, I do think money is a tool, and um, well, money. I'm just happy that I'm good at saving it, and I'll use it
Oh,
in the future for something.
that's excellent. That's really good. Okay. So, my next question, uh, actually, before my next question, let's just talk about this a little bit more. Have you thought about money in a different way? Like, what if I told you that money is a tool for impact? And what I mean by that is if we have more, we can give more. So do you know ways of which we can give money to make an impact? Is there anything you've seen your parents do with money that's for helping others? Or have you done something yourself, like think about fundraisers at school that was to make an impact? How do you feel about that?
Um, yeah, well, yeah, like money can be used for that, and I feel like that's a good way to use money. Like in school on St. Patrick's Day, we had a fundraiser for Caritas, and I think we raised a few $1,000s, which is really good. Oh, $12,000. And yeah,
Wow.
I think it went for a good cause. And we got to see
Yeah.
the teachers get dunked in the dunk tank.
That must have been really funny.
Yes.
All right. So the things you can do with money is fundraising, which is really, really amazing because it all
Mhm.
goes to good causes. Okay. So, yes, money is simply a tool that can provide a better quality of life for your family and for those you want to help. And I think this is a more empowering way to think about money. You probably understand a little bit more about money and what money can be used for.
Mhm.
Okay, my next question. What do you think it means to be money smart?
Well, I think it means that you don't go shopping every day, just wasting your money buying random stuff that you won't ever use again. I think it means that you gotta think about what you're spending your money on and think about if you really need it or if you don't, and only spend money on things that you know you need.
Yeah, that's a really good way of thinking. I, exactly. Being money smart means knowing how to use money wisely and understanding how to make good choices with it. Being money smart is about more than just having money. It's about knowing how to manage your money well. This includes things like budgeting. We will talk about this a little bit more. It also includes saving and making smart spending decisions, just like you said. So, my next question to you is why do you think it's important for teenagers to learn about money?
Well, it's important because after we grow up, we're going to use it for the rest of our lives, and we need to know how to use it. Like we can't just go shopping around every day, just wasting it. We got to know what we need to use it on, and when it is the right time to like buy a special treat for us or something like that.
Yeah, great. Yes, exactly. Learning about money is important because it helps us understand how to manage our finances and how to plan for the future. Understanding money early on can set you teenagers up for success as adults. It teaches you valuable skills that you can use throughout your life, as you said. Money will always be part of your life in one form or another. Okay, so let's jump to the next question. Do you think it's important to save money? And also why or why not?
Well, I think it's important to save money because, frankly, you never know what's going to happen. One day to the next, you might just suddenly need it. And if you don't have that money, then maybe bad stuff could happen. So it's important to always have money that you can use if something happens.
Yes, that's very clever. And that's exactly why you need to think about um, and plan for the future because you never know what happens tomorrow. Do you have any savings? And without mentioning the amount, you can tell us what you are saving for, but you don't have to. It's up to you.
Yes, I have a bit, but that's mainly because, unlike my friends, I don't have the urge to go spend it. So every time I get money for chores, I just don't spend it. And
That's very good.
I don't know. I don't know what I'm saving for yet. It's just there for whatever I need it for. Um,
Yeah, that's a good start.
currently,
Really good start.
I've been using it for games now and then, but that's about
Hmm.
it. It might be for a car in the future or a motorbike
Oh
or something
wow.
like that.
Yeah, that's a really good way of thinking. And the main thing is that you've started saving, which is excellent. It's important to save money because it helps us reach our goals and prepare for also unexpected expenses. Like, for example, if our washing machine breaks down, hopefully not. Saving money helps us to be prepared for emergencies and helps us achieve our long term goals, like buying a car, as you said, or going to university or a trip to Europe. So, my next question to you is what is earning money and what is spending money?
Well, earning money is like going to a job and getting it for what you did, and spending money is just spending it, using it to get stuff that you need, and sometimes things that you want.
That's right. Earning money means working for it, and spending money means using it to buy things we need or want. Of course, earning money and spending money is different, but if we understand the difference between the two, it helps us better understand the value of money and it teaches us to make responsible spending choices. I have another question for you. What do you think are some ways teenagers can earn money?
Well, there's a classic lemon stand, which a lot of teenagers do. They just set up a lemonade stand outside their house, or of course, we can get a part-time job at like Macca's or something like that, or maybe just doing chores.
Yes, exactly right. Teenagers can earn money by doing chores, getting a part time job, or starting a small business, actually, like babysitting or mowing the lawn or something. If you've got an entrepreneurial spirit, but you are a little younger than the typical business owner, it doesn't have to stop you from starting your own business. You can actually start a business in Australia as a young person. You can find out how at business.gov.au. There is actually a way of starting a business as a young person. But back to how teens can earn money and why is it beneficial? Well, earning money through work teaches teenagers the value of responsibility and work, and it gives them a sense of independence as well. Right, the next question. How do you think having a budget can help you manage your money? Do you know what a budget is?
Well, I think a budget is like maybe it's splitting up the money you have into like certain categories. Like you're gonna spend this much on food, this much on clothes, and then the rest you're gonna put into savings or something like that.
Yeah,
I think,
exactly. So
yeah.
it's like a kind of like a plan for the
Mm-hmm.
future. So you kind of estimate, how much money you have based on how much money you earn, and then you make a plan and break it down into, little buckets. Like uh, there is a bucket for clothes, a bucket for like free time entertainment, a bucket for things that you need to pay for, like bills when you grow up, your rent or your mortgage. Yes, that's exactly right. And having a budget can help us track our spending, save for important things, and avoid spending too much. So it's a very good idea to have a budget. A budget is like a plan for our money. It helps us see where our money is going, and it helps us make sure that we are using it wisely. Okay, let's jump on to the next question. Why do you think it's important to understand the difference between needs and wants? Can you tell us about the difference between them?
We've learned about this in school. This is the one thing they've told us about money already. It's that, well, yeah, there are some things we need, like food, shelter, water, and clothes, and things like that. And then there's stuff we want, like games, more games, maybe like a bicycle or something like that. And well, they told us that needs are way more important because we need them, and wants are like an optional extra if
That's
we have
right.
enough
Yes.
money.
That's great that you've been talking about this at school. That's really good. Understanding the difference between needs and wants helps us prioritize our spending and helps us make smart choices with our money. Needs are the things, as you said, we have to live, like food and shelter, while wants are things we'd like to have but can live without. Knowing the difference helps us make wise spending decisions and also prevent us from spending money unnecessarily. Okay, so how many more questions do we have here? I think we have three more. So the next one, what do you think might happen if someone spends more money than they earn, and how can this happen?
Well, I think this can happen if they use a bit out of their savings or if they use a credit card. And that's probably not good if that happens because if they keep that up for more than a week or in an extended amount of time, then they might run out of money altogether. And
Yes, that's exactly right.
yeah, there will be some instances where you have to spend more money than you earn, like when you're buying a car, but that's not a common occurrence. So
That's
that's
exactly
all
right.
right.
And yeah, 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 very good, very good. And of course, if you are ready to buy a car, it means that you've probably been saving for it. So, of course, you spend more at the time, as you said, more than what you earn, but you probably have the savings to cover the cost. So, excellent. Really, really good answer. If someone spends more money than they earn, they might go into debt and struggle to pay their bills. Spending more money that we earn can lead to financial problems like debt and stress, which is really, really not good. It's important to live within our means and not overspend. Okay, the next question is, how can saving money help us reach our goals?
Well, it can help us because money can be used as a tool to reach our goals. Money should never be the goal; it should be the tool. Well, I think, let's say your goal is to build a DIY rocket, and it would be easier to do it using a 3D printer to mass produce some of the parts. And like, if you buy the printer, that costs a lot of money, but it can make it way easier to achieve the goal. Like, you can use money to buy tools to finish what you want.
Hmm. That's a really good way of thinking. And I love the examples. We see where you are getting at with this 3D printer example, but that's another topic. Let's get back to today's topic. Saving money allows us to set aside money for the things we need or want, like buying a car or going on a holiday. Saving money helps us achieve our dreams and goals by giving us the resources we need to make them in reality. So, we got to the last question. Why do you think it's important to talk to your parents about money?
So they know what you're spending it on, and so they can maybe teach you stuff. So you'll be better off in the future, not spending too much and going into debt. Because I personally, in a few years' time, I don't want to go to my parents asking for more money. I would feel ashamed of myself. So it's good that people talk about it with their parents while they're still living with their parents, so they can learn stuff for the future.
Yeah, that's really good. And I'm glad you said that. Yes, talking to your parents about money helps you learn from their experiences and get advice on how to manage your finances. Parents can teach their children a lot about money and help them make smart choices with their finances. It's important to have open and honest conversations with our children about money. What we also need to mention is money mindset. What is money mindset? Well, money mindset refers to beliefs and attitudes and feelings that we have about money. It influences how we think about earning, spending, saving, and managing money. It shapes our financial behaviors and decisions. If someone has a positive money mindset, they may feel confident about their ability to earn and manage money, which can lead to healthy financial habits. On the other hand, if someone has a negative money mindset, they may struggle with feelings like scarcity or fear around money, which can impact their financial well being. We can certainly help our children to develop a positive money mindset that involves recognizing and challenging any negative beliefs or attitudes they may have about money. In fact, we can start working on our own money mindset because I'm sure we all have beliefs, negative or positive, that we brought from our childhood. Positive money mindset is about adopting a mindset of abundance and believing that we are capable of achieving our life goals. Well, hope you found this conversation around money interesting and helpful. We might continue the conversation in the future, in some future episode to explore this further. Thank you for being on the pod today, Gerger. It was a pleasure to have you on air.
Thank you too.
Well, bye for now. Thanks for listening.
Bye.